is the question that came in previous year. So there is a question in your NCRT, question number 24. Find all the point of discontinuity of f where your function is sin x over x if x is less than 0 and x plus 1 if x is greater than or equal to 0. So this is your function, and what you have to do, you have to find the point of discontinuity of this function. So do this question and tell me the point of discontinuity. Is question is clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Everyone, Ali, is it clear?
Sir.
Anas, am I audible? Anas, are you there in class or not? Okay, do it.
Done, sir.
You're done?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
So what are the point of discontinuity?
There's no point of discontinuity, sir.
No point. Okay. Ali, what's about you? What's your answer? Same. Anas, आपका क्या आंसर है?
No, I'm still doing, sir.
Okay, do it. Done.
Sir.
Do anyone get any point of discontinuity or not? Ali, what's your answer?
No point of discontinuity.
No point of discontinuity. Okay, Anas, tell me what's your answer.
No point of discontinuity.
Are you sure?
Yes, that's what I want.
Okay, Anas, tell me how you solved this question. How you came to know that for this function you have no point of discontinuity.
Yes, sir, I did it wrong.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, I did it wrong.
I did it
Wrong, sir.
wrong.
Yes.
Then how you are saying this function is having no point of discontinuity?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I did.
If you are not able to solve, then please ask. No need to just say as it is that I have solved. See, what you have to do, a function is a continuous when it is satisfies the condition that LHL, that is left hand limit, is equals to RHL, that is right hand limit, and that is equals to the function value at that particular x. So if your function is satisfying this criteria, then you will say the function is like continuous at a particular point. Over here, if no point of anything is given, like you have to check the continuity at this point, so you can assume any constant number, like you can assume a, b, c, anything. Okay, and you have to solve at that particular x. If you are getting the same, if you're getting LHL is equals to RHL is equals to your function value, then you will say you are having a no point of discontinuity. And in this question, when you will solve, considering a constant value like any c, then you will get LHL is equals to RHL, and that is equals to your function value at that c. Now is it okay? It was easy question, I guess. You all of you should do this question, but Anas, you आपको समझ आया क्वेश्चन, हाउ यू आर गोइंग टू प्रोसीड विद द दिस क्वेश्चन, दिस फंक्शन?
मैं इसको थोड़ा लाइक ब्रीफ में एक्सप्लेन कर सकता
Okay, see, if this function, you need to tell me that number of points, not actually number. You have to tell me the points of discontinuity. Point of, what do you mean by point of discontinuity? Tell me first of all. Tell me, what do you mean by point of discontinuity?
LHL is not equal to RHL.
Yeah, whenever that condition is violated, that LHL is equals to RHL is equals to your function value at particular c. Whenever, sorry, this is LHL, not RHS. Whenever this criteria is violated, then you will say you are having some point of discontinuity. Or point of discontinuity continuity कैसे पता लगेगा? When you put some x in this LHL, so you will get LHL, and in RHL you will get RHL. So if they are not coming out to be equal, then you can say at that particular x you're having that discontinuity. And I hope you know what is discontinuity and continuity, right? So see, now here you do not have anything, like you have to check at this particular point. So you can assume any real number, like you can assume any real number c. I'm assuming any real number. Assume any real number c. Let's say you have to check the continuity at this point. So now tell me what's uh, how you are going to get LHL. See, whenever you have to check about this, then you have always to consider this your function. You have to consider this function. Now see, your function is, और इसमें ये वाली चीजें बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होती है, like x is less than 0 and x is greater than equal to 0. Why this is important? Because in the previous class, I told you what RHL and LHL actually mean. LHL mean left hand side से approach कर रहे हैं at particular x, but we are not exactly at the x. We are just approaching from the left hand side, right? If we are at some x and I am approaching this x, so this should be LHL. And if I am approaching this x from the right hand side, then I will say that this is RHL. So if we have to find LHL, then which function should I consider? This one or this one? This x is less than 0. That means we are approaching x from the left hand side. Is it?
Yes, sir.
So I will consider this function. Now, so I'll say limit x tending to c sine x, that is your LHL. And at RHL, what you have, RHL be this one. So this will be limit x tending to c, limit x tending to c x plus 1. So x plus 1, and at last you have the function value. So that function value is x plus 1 because function value किस पे होती है at that particular x. So if I consider some x equals to something, अगर यहाँ पे कुछ भी होता, then I would consider it as x plus 1. So x plus 1, is it okay?
जी सर.
Now see, you do not know what actually C is. So there might be three cases. There might be three cases in this question. Okay, Ali and Angelina, tell me how many cases you uh, did in this solution. Do you consider C greater than equal to greater than 0, C less than 0, and C equals to 0? Have you considered these three cases or not? Or you proceed with only C equals to 0? Because then only you can do like sin x over x is equals to 1. Tell me how you guys proceeded. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Tell me how you proceeded after this.
Sir, I actually took x tends to 0 and then proceeded so that we can use the identity.
But that is a incomplete, no?
No, so when we do for
Right.
LHS and RLHS, we can substitute 0, so we get 1 is equal to 1 is equal to 1.
Yes, I know that we can get if we put x equals to 0, then we can get that. But I am
Yes,
saying
sir.
no, not x equals to 0. Actually, C equals to 0.
Okay.
But I
Yeah.
am saying that what if C is less than 0? What if C is greater than 0 and C is equals to 0? So there are three cases. Case 1, case 2, and so we have to solve for these three cases. Ali, have you considered this or not?
Sir, I took only C is equals to 0.
Okay, have you solved this question earlier?
Sir,
Yes or no?
yes, sir. Sir, I took all of them equal. I took x is equals to 0, then I got 1 on all of them.
Okay. So आपको ये किसी मतलब टीचर ने कराया क्वेश्चन ऐसा?
Sir,
हैव उन्होंने चेक किया था आपका सॉल्यूशन है?
yes, sir.
So how many marks they have given to you in this question?
There are 3 marks.
Out of
3.
3.
Yes, sir.
And you took only C equals to 0, only this case.
Sir, sir, that was like a class test.
Class test. Okay. But actually, see, in this question, C can be anything. Na? C can be less than 0, C can be greater than 0, and C can be equals to 0. This is important thing to notice about this question. But uh, generally, we do questions at C equals to 0, at X equals to 0. That's why we will not focus much on these type of things. But the complete solution of this will be, we have to consider C less than 0, C greater than 0, and then for C equals to 0. So I am now proceeding with this C equals to 0. Okay. So for C equals to 0, what LHL is? Our LHL is, let's see, this was our LHL. Limit x tending to C, limit x tending to C, x tending to C, sine x over x. So this was our limit LHL. So our limit is x tending to C, and what is C? C is 0. So x tending to 0. And we know that this this is equals to 1. This is important. If limit x tending to 0, then sin x over x is equals to 1. Anas, this is clear.
Yes, sir.
This is important thing to notice or understand that. And please focus on this limit also, because ऐसा होता है कई बार, like if you're having some other limit, sin x over x, so is it equal to 1 or not? Can I do like this? Is it equal to 1 or not?
No, sir.
No. Why no?
Because only when limit extends to 0, then it will be 1.
But a can be 0, na? So why you said no?
There only when
You
a
have to,
will be 0.
yeah, you have to tell that when a is 0, that then this condition can be satisfied. So you have, and this is very important thing, that your limit should be tending to 0. Then only you can say that sin x over x is 1. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So now your LHL is 1. Let's see about your RHL. So RHL आपका क्या था? Limit x tending to 0 and x plus 1. This was your RHL. See here, x plus 1. So what you have to do? You have to just substitute the value of x, that is 0 plus 1. This is 1. And now your function value at c, that is x equals to c, that is equals to 0. So at this, what is the function value? X plus 1. See, this is the function. No? This is the function. This is the function. So add x equals to 0. Your function value is x plus 1. So this is going to be x, that is 0, plus 1, that is 1. So now you will see that LHL is equals to RHL. RHL is equals to function value at that particular c. So this condition is satisfying. So you will say this is continuous, है ना? You will say this is continuous, and if this is continuous, so definitely you do not have any point of discontinuity. No discontinuity points. ठीक है? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so do one more question. Uh, x square is 6. Okay, have you know about L-Hospital rule or L'Hopital rule in limits and derivative?
So we didn't
Is
have to
equal,
learn it yet, but yes, sir.
but yes, you might have solved some questions related to that in 11th class, I guess. Maybe.
No, sir. We didn't have to learn it yet.
Or padega bhi nahi, because in boards you can't have authentication to use that L-Hospital rule. That can be used in competitive exams, but अगर आपको पता हो तो better होता है. But in exam you can't use L-Hospital rule, because that is a trick and you can't just do by trick and say that this is correct. In exam, how you have to solve? Either you have two or three options. Either you can rationalize, or you can simplify, or you have to check accordingly what question demand. Okay, so if L hospital is not in your syllabus, then no need of some tricky questions. Okay, do this question. You have the function x square sine 1 over x. This is, please focus on the theta. What is sine? Sine is x 1 over x, and x is not equal to 0, and this is 0 when x is, if if x is 0. So this is your function, and you have to tell me whether this function is continuous or not. Whether this function is continuous or not. And one more thing, check the continuity at x equals to 0.
Done, sir.
Okay, is it continuous?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ali, is it continuous?
Done, sir.
Is it continuous or not?
Yes, sir.
There is
Okay,
continuous.
Anas,
Yes, sir. Continuous.
continuous है.
जी.
So ये बताओ, if limit x tending to 0 and sine 1 over x is x, so what is this equals to? Can I write this equals to 1?
No, sir.
Okay. Ali, can I write this is equals to 1 or not?
Sir.
No or yes? No?
Sir.
Anas? Can we write?
No.
Why?
Because one is
Why
more than
1 is?
greater than sine theta or equals.
Sorry, 1 is greater than sine theta. What are you saying? See, when I was telling this, that you need to focus on this, like when limit x tending to 0, then your sin x over x is equals to 1. But over here, we have sine 1 over x upon x. So this cannot be equal to 1. Now it is okay or not?
Yes, sir.
This cannot be equal to 1. So when this can be equal to 1, when our limit is equals to 1, sine 1 over x. So this is your theta, no? And we need theta in the denominator as well, 1 over x. So now tell me, is this equals to 1 or not? Is this is equals to 1 or not?
Sir.
Okay. Now you understood why this is not equal to 1. The above one is not equal to 1. This one.
Yes, sir.
Because your this theta and this theta is not same. To be this equals to 1, you have to actually you have to get the same theta over numerator with sin x and in the denominator as well. So this is 1 over x in the numerator, and in the denominator you have to get 1 over x. So see, in these type of questions, when in the above question, in this above question, you have this sine 1 upon x. So what you have to do to just get 1, we have to make like that. So this is our sine 1 over x. So we do not have any 1 over x in denominator. So what we will do, we will just multiply 1 over x in denominator, and we will multiply 1 over x in numerator just to get this one, limit x tending to 0, this one. So this is 1, and we have x square into 1 over x. This get cancel out, we have only x, and x is 0, so this is 0. ऐसे किया था सॉल्व. Just of you tell me, have you solved like this or not?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Okay. Now, Anas, have you understood or not?
जी सर समझा.
Clear? है?
जी सर.
So this is very important thing to keep in mind, that sin x over x is equals to 1, है ना. sin theta upon theta अगर होता है तब 1 होता है, where theta is tending to 0. Okay, do one more question. Your function is k cos x cos x over pi minus 2x if x is not equal to pi by 2, and this is equals to 3 if x is equal to pi by 2. So you have to find the value of this k. Find the value of k. And this is given that this function is continuous. This function is continuous at x equals to pi by 2. You have to check the continuity at pi by 2. You have to use the definition of continuity and just equate the things. You will get the value of pi. Sorry, k. Solve this question and tell me quick.
Sir.
Done.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What's your answer, Angelina?
So k is equal to 6, right?
Your answer is 6.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ali, what's your answer?
Sir.
What's your answer? What's your answer, Ali? Is it
K is
6 or
equals to
3?
6.
6. Now, Anas, tell me your answer. Anas, what's your answer? Is it 6 or 3?
Some stuff.
You're still doing.
Yes, sir.
You have 1 minute. Please do it quick. Done?
No, sir. I don't understand.
Acha. So the answer should be 6. Okay. Answer should be 6. ठीक है. Now see how we can solve this. इसमें मुश्किल क्या था वैसे? You have to check the continuity at x equals to. You have given that this function is continuous at x equals to pi by 2. Then what is the difficulty in solving this question? Just you have to find the limit for this, and just you have to equate to the 3 because the function value at pi by 2 is 3. See how we can solve this. Limit extending to pi by 2 k cos यहाँ पे क्या था x था k cos x over pi minus 2x and this should be equal to function value at pi by 2. So इसको सॉल्व करते हैं. Oh, let's solve this. इसकी वैल्यू तो आपके पास 3 है, राइट? दिस वैल्यू इज 3. इसको सॉल्व कैसे होगा ये? Like we have to, okay, first of all what you have to do when you have to solve the limit. सबसे पहले आपको जो आपका फंक्शन है उसमें वैल्यू पुट करके देखना है. You have to just substitute the value of x in that function. So अगर आप पाई बाई टू पुट करोगे, so x पाई बाई टू cos पाई बाई टू is 0 over pi minus 2 pi by 2. So this is 0 and this is 0. So this is 0 over 0 form. So whenever we are getting 0 over 0 form, so that means we have to modify our function so that we cannot uh, we we cannot get the 0 over 0 form again. So for that, what we have to do, we have to just uh, convert our function in such a way so that we cannot get 0 over 0 again. So for that, what can I do? What can I do? Tell me.
X is equal to pi by 2 plus or minus h.
Plus and minus h. Good. See, x is approaching to pi by 2. So that means either x is less than 0, or if x is pi by 2 plus, so it will be it will be like x plus h. So you have two cases. You can proceed with any of the case. So let us proceed with x is equals to pi by 2 plus h. So this is a case. And when you substitute the value of x like this, then you should know that your limit h should tend must be tending to 0. This is important. अगर आपका h 0 की तरफ जाएगा, if your h is going to 0, then only you can approach to pi by 2. Just imagine when your x is approaching to 0, h is approaching to 0, then you are approaching to pi by 2. मैथमेटिकली देखोगे तब भी समझ आएगा. अगर h की वैल्यू 0 होते जाएगी, जितना 0 के नजदीक जाएगी, उतना हम x इक्वल्स टू पाई बाई 2 के और पास होंगे. समझ आ रहा?
जी सर.
So now you have to just simply solve on this limit as well. इसको सॉल्व करके देखते कैसे होगा. Like limit h is tending to 0 and what's your function is? The function was k cos x over pi minus 2x. K cos x. So what is x? X is pi by 2 plus h over pi minus 2x. What is x? Pi by 2 plus h. So when you will solve this, you are going to get k. What's cos pi by 2 plus h?
Sin h.
It's sin h or minus sin h?
Yes, sin h.
Plus or minus?
Minus.
Minus sin h. Because it is in second quadrant, and in second quadrant, cos is negative. And since we have pi by 2, so we have to just convert cos into sine. So this is minus sin h. And over here in denominator, we have pi minus uh, 2 pi over 2, that is pi. So this is pi plus h. Pi minus pi, that is 0, and we have, so एंड हेयर यहाँ पे मेरे पास लिमिट भी है, लिमिट भी मेरे पास
So
गिवन है,
won't it
सो आई एम
be
राइटिंग
minus
व्हाट
2h? Minus 2h.
ओके ओके थैंक यू. दिस इज लिमिट h टेंडिंग टू 0 माइनस k sin h over 2h, and 2h is negative 2h, है ना, minus 2h. So this minus and this minus will get cancelled out, and in denominator we have tending to 0 k sin h over 2h. Now I hope, Anas, that you will give answer to this. What's the value of this function? When I put the limit over here, then what answer I will get? मैंने आपको बताया था that limit x tending to 0, then sin x over x is equals to 1. So just
1.
apply
Yes.
that concept over here and tell me what the value of this function.
K by 2 into 1.
Yeah, k by 2 into 1, because the sin h over h, this is going to be 1, and we have left k by 2. So this is k by 2. So what is this? This is your this is your limit. जब आप ये वाला केस कंसीडर करोगे, that x is not equal to pi by 2, this case. In the previous class I told you that why this x is not equal to pi by 2 is written here. This is just to show that your x is just approaching to pi by 2. It is not exactly at pi by 2. It is either less or a little more. Okay. So you are getting k by 2. Now see, at your function value you have 3. So according to continuity, your LHL must be equal to your function at that particular x, pi by 2. This is not actually LHL, this is limit value, or you will say RHL value, because you have used x equals to pi by 2 plus h. So this is k by 2 is equals to 3, and your k is 6. Now I hope you understood how this k is coming out to be 6. समझ आया?
Yes, sir.
And these type of questions are very important, especially this question. This question has very high probability to come under 4 or 5 or 6, whatever the category is in your exam. Especially these type of question, especially this one. I am emphasizing more on this question, that especially this question is very important. And see, if you know L hospital rule, then what you can do here? Angelina, tell me what you are going to do if you know L hospital rule. Let's
We
suppose if you give
derivate
any
the
competitive exam.
we derivate the numerator and denominator till we get one way to substitute x is equal to pi by 2.
H
And we won't
equals
get 0 as denominator. We derivate the numerator and denominator till we can substitute x is equal to pi by 2 without denominator being 0.
yes, good. Are you preparing for any competitive exam or not?
No, sir.
And why?
Sir, in the test, we got a question where we had to use L hospital rule and we couldn't find a way without it. So the teacher told me the L hospital rule.
So you are not preparing for any competitive exam.
No, sir.
You should prepare.
Sir, I took commerce.
Still you have okay, I forget it. But still you have the CLAT, I guess, है ना? What's your competitive exam? I think it's CLAT or any else. Anything else? Okay, sorry. CA Foundation. CA and Yeah, got it. CA, chartered account. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all the best.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, so let's now move to differentiability part. It's a very interesting part of this chapter that is going to be used almost in 2 or 3 chapters of your syllabus. Differentiability. Okay, have you know about differentiability before this? आप किसी ने किया differentiability क्या होता है? How to differentiate any function? Anyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, you have two type of uh, I think there is some sort of differentiate by rule number one, or is it something else? Is it rule or something else? Please correct me if I'm wrong. Is it principle? Differentiate by first principle.
Yes, sir. It was principal.
First principle, yeah. So when you have to differentiate by using first principle, I'm not going to the theoretical part as much. So आप first principle से इसको ऐसे differentiate करोगे, like your differentiation is extending to s tending to 0. This is h is tending to 0, and you have fc plus h minus of fc over denominator, you have h. Okay, यहाँ पे आपका function जो है that is in c. The function is in c. So this is basically representation of uh, your derivative of your function c, function with the variable c. So if I have this c, this is our function. If I differentiate this, then this will become like this. ऐसे हो जाता है ये. A dash on your function. This is the notation of a first differential of your original function. ठीक है? Let's solve some question on this. Okay, so okay, you know what is the differentiation of sin x? All of you, do you know what is the differentiation of sin x with
Cos
respect to
X.
x? Cos x. Ali,
6, sir.
Anas, Anas, क्या होता है differentiation of sin x?
Cos x, sir.
Cos x. Okay, so मैं कुछ notations बताता हूँ how you can use the notation of differentiation. Like this is also one of the notation of differentiation. Like you can uh, have a dash on your function. This represents the first differentiation of your original function. And let's say you have a function y. So अगर आपके पास y है, y is a function of x. What do you mean by this line? Y is a function of x. That means your y is function of some variable x. This is a y. This is a y. is function of some x variable that it mean. So ये जरूरी नहीं है जो मैंने इक्वेशन यहाँ पे लिखी है as it is same, but it's just an example of y function, that y that is a function of x. So how you can represent uh, the differentiation? This is the representation of differentiation, y function of x with respect to dx. So that means you are differentiating a yx with respect to x. This is known as, this thing is known as differentiation operator. That means you are differentiating this, you are differentiating this x function, y x function with respect to dx. Okay, this is important. So tell me, okay, before this, first of all, I should tell you some rules about the differentiation, then we will move to some questions. Okay, you all of you know about differentiation of sin x is cos x, you know.
Yes.
So can you prove that differentiation of sin x equals to cos x using first principle of differentiability that I have
Yes,
written
sir.
here? हो सकता है proof? प्रूफ करके बताओ, प्रूव करके दिखाओ मेरे को that your differentiation of cos sin x is cos x using first principle, this one. इसको आप ऐसे भी लिख सकते हो, like f dash x is limit x tending to 0 and f x plus h minus of fx over h. You can write like this also. Your function is sin x. Solve using first principle and tell me what's your differentiation.
Done, sir.
Done?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what's your differentiation? Cos x?
Cos x.
Okay.
Sir.
800. खाली हो गया आपका?
Sir.
अनस आपका हो गया?
Sir.
Done?
No, sir.
No? Why? इसमें क्या करना है? इसमें बस फंक्शन में पुट तो करना है.
जी सर लॉग इन।
What's your f x plus h? That means you have to just put the instead of x आपको x के जगह पे x plus h put करना है. So this is your f x plus h. तो बस आपको लिमिट में पुट कर देना है. X tending to 0. Sorry, over here this is h. This should be h. H tending to 0. And what is your f x plus h? That is sine x plus h minus what is fx? Fx is sine x over h. What is sine a minus b? Sine a is minus sine b. That is 2. Next आगे
Sine
क्या होता है sine a? क्या होता है sine?
Sin x cos h plus cos x sin h.
Sine a plus b by 2 cos a minus b by 2 cos a plus b by 2.
Okay, so what is sine a plus sine b? What is
Sin a
sine a plus
cos
sine b?
b plus cos a sin b.
No, that is you are opening this one sine x plus h. I'm not asking that. I'm asking CV
Sine
formula.
sine a minus b by 2 cos a plus b by 2.
Sine a minus b by 2 and cos a plus b by 2 है ना?
Yes, sir.
क्या? 1 minute. Okay. So we were here that sine a minus sine b. देखो sine a minus sine b का फॉर्मूला ये होता है sine a or let's suppose this is sine c minus sine d. This is equals to 2 cos c plus d by 2 sine c minus d by 2. This is a formula. Am I right? So this is cos. This is not sine. यहाँ पे cos होगा. अब sin ले सकते हैं अगर आपको c minus d लिखना है पहले तो. This is cos c plus d. So when you will add x to x, x plus h plus x. This is 2x plus h. And your over here you have sine. That is x plus h minus x, that is h. And in denominator you have h. So we know
So
h is
by
tending to
h
0.
by
We know
2,
this
sir.
is by 2. Where by 2?
2x plus h by 2 and sine h by 2.
2x plus h by 2. Oh, okay. Thank you. This one. So see, you have sine h by 2. So you have to make it sine h by 2. So just divide by 2 and multiply by 2. So this is going to be 1, है ना? ये 1 हो जाएगा. And in numerator you have 2 cos 2x, see, 2 cos 2x plus h by 2. And we have 2 in denominator as well. So this 2 and this 2 will get cancelled out. and we have h tending to 0. So just directly substitute the value. Value जब put करोगे, so you will get cos x. So your differentiation of sin x is cos x. And how you can represent this? Either you can represent like this, or if you can represent, if your function is, if your fx is sin x, then f dash x is cos x. Okay, what is f double dash x?
Minus sin x.
Yeah, it is minus sin x, because differentiation of, again, differentiation of cos x is minus sin x. This differentiation operator d by dx is showing the differentiation. Okay. Now before starting the derivative officially, I would like to tell you some rules for the for differentiation part that is very important to know. So there are some algebra of derivative. See, there are some sort of rules. First one is, if you have to derivate this u and v are the function of some variable. I hope you understood. This u and v is function of something, okay, some variable. This is the symbol of note. This symbol represent that you are actually derivating something. So अगर आपके पास ऐसा कुछ algebra है, so this means you have to derivate u as well, and you have to derivate v as well separately. This is the first rule. And the second and the very important rule, that is the Leibniz, or you can say product rule. When you have your function in multiplication, इसको ध्यान से समझना थोड़ा important है. This, the formula that I'm going to write, the next two formulas, that is going to be almost a complete chapter. U and V, इसका differentiation. So what you will do, the product rule, it suggests that U को बाहर निकालो, V का differentiation, प्लस V को बाहर निकालो, U का differentiation. समझ आया? Do I repeat? और ये समझ आया? Should I repeat this? Understood?
Yes, sir.
अनस समझ आया आपको?
जी सर हाँ
इसको फॉर्मूले को ध्यान से करना, बिकॉज आगे जितने भी क्वेश्चंस करेंगे दैट इज टोटली बेस्ड ऑन दिस फॉर्मूला.
okay.
Okay. So this is also known as product rule. इसको हम product rule भी बोलते हैं. This is known as product rule as well. This is very important one, that u is the first function, this is first function, v is the second function. So take out the first function and differentiation of second one, and then take out the second one, differentiation of the first one. Okay. And the third one, that is also known as quotient rule. So what quotient rule suggests, that if you're having v over u, if you're having some function in uh, like fraction form, so you have to find the differentiation of that. So what you have to do, v square, v को बाहर निकाला, u का डेरिवेटिव, माइनस u को बाहर निकाला, v का डेरिवेटिव. हाउ विल यू रिमेम्बर दिस, दैट नीचे हमारा v आएगा कि u आएगा. सी यहाँ पे आपका v है ना, सो वट एवर द v इज देयर, v स्क्वायर विल बी देयर. एंड यहाँ पे v स्क्वायर है, सो v आपको बाहर निकालना. इट इज जस्ट अ वे टू रिमेम्बर दिस, और यू कैन मेक योर ओन. ठीक है, ऐसे आप इस फॉर्मूले को याद रखोगे, एंड दिस इज नोन एज quotient rule. And there is a condition that v cannot be equal to 0. Anas, tell me why v cannot be equal to 0. There is a condition that v cannot be equal to 0. बताओ मेरे को, why v cannot be equal to 0. V is not equal to 0. Why? Anas, why v is not equal to 0? What? Anas, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Why v is not equal to 0? Just see the, देखो जब भी ऐसे ऐसे कंस्ट्रेंट होते हैं ना, दैट v इज नॉट इक्वल टू 0, तो आपको हमेशा फंक्शन देखना होता है. फंक्शन में देखना होता है कि अगर मैं v को 0 पुट करूंगा, सो इज देयर इज एनी सम, इज देयर इज एनी मैथमेटिकल थिंग दैट इज वायलेटेड.
Not defined हो जाए.
नॉट डिफाइन होगा. सो जब भी आपको ऐसे कंडीशन दिया जाएगा दैट दिस इज नॉट इक्वल टू 0, देन यू हैव टू ऑलवेज चेक योर डिनोमिनेटर, whether your denominator is getting 0 for that or you are getting something else. यहाँ पे v is not equal to 0 का एक ही रीजन है, that v cannot be equal to 0. Why? Because your denominator is having v square, and that will be 0 if you put v is equals to 0. So that is a not defined quantity. That's why we cannot take v equals to 0. That's why v is not equal to 0. ठीक है? And this is what, this is quotient rule. This is also known as quotient rule. And before moving to some questions, we have some functions, उसके डेरिवेटिव होते हैं. दिस इज फंक्शन, लाइक हियर यू हैव x की पावर n. ये भी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर्मूलाज हैं. द फॉर्मूला दैट आई एम गोइंग टू राइट, these are very important. Like if your function is f(x power n), then your derivative, this is derivative, this is derivative, this is original function, and this is derivative. So इसका होता है, your power is in starting, n आपका पहले आ जाता है, x की पावर n minus 1 हो जाता है. This is the formula for the differentiation of x power n. समझ रहे हैं? x power n. अब देखो, लेट सपोज आई हैव अ क्वेश्चन एफ एक्स, एक्स की पावर 3 है मेरे पास. अगर मेरे पास ये 3 क्वेश्चन है जिसमें x की पावर 3 है, अगर मुझे पूछा गया दैट फाइंड द डिफरेंशिएशन ऑफ दिस, so what I will do, this is a power of x, so what can I do, I have to use this x की power n, ये वाला मेरे को फॉर्मूला यूज करना है. So I will bring that 3 in the starting, that is 3, and x is 3 minus 1. This is 3x4 based on this formula. That's why this formula is xn, differentiation of xn is n x के पावर n minus 1. Understood? समझ आया?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is for x के power n. We have some trigonometric functions as well. Like you have already solved for sin x. Sin x का होता है cos x. And cos x का होता है minus of sin x. And tan x. Tan x का होता है secant square x. So these are some basic formulas of this is some basic derivatives of your function, and I want you should remember these all because these are very basic. आपको इससे भी ज़्यादा भी याद करना है. But for now, at least you should remember this. ठीक है? So can we move to the question part? Please ask if you have any doubt. Please ask me. This is the derivative part. How we can differentiate. How the differentiation notation is. This was the first principle. समझ आया? Is it okay? Understood? Am I audible? सबको समझ आया? कुछ नहीं नहीं. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
समझ आया सबको क्वेश्चन?
Yes, sir.
All formulas, all the what? All the algebra.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so see there is one more thing, a chain rule. After doing the chain rule, we will move to the question. What chain rule suggests that like I will start this question using a example. Example. Let us consider our function is x square. Okay, not x square. Let us consider this as sin x square. See why chain rule is important. चेन रूल क्या होता है कि अगर आप एक फंक्शन का डिफरेंशिएशन निकाल रहे हो लाइक इफ यू आर फाइंडिंग सम डिफरेंशिएशन ऑफ दिस एंड इफ यू आर हैविंग सम डिफरेंशिएशन if you're having one more function inside your function that you have to calculate for that also, like for that over here your sin this is one function but your x square is another function, है ना? इसी फंक्शन में दो फंक्शन इंक्लूडेड है. सो व्हाट यू विल डू, सबसे पहले आप क्या करोगे? The chain using the chain rule, if you have to find the derivative, so your fx is sin x का क्या होता है डिफरेंशिएशन? साइन थीटा का डिफरेंशिएशन क्या होता है? cos थीटा. So this is cos of x square. Now this is completed for this one, the first one. Now you have to check for this one, x square. Using the chain rule, you have to differentiate the x square as well. So x square का होता है 2x, 2x power 1, that is 2x. So this is going to be 2x into cos x square. समझ आया? Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Ali,
Sir.
Anas, is it okay?
Yes, sir.
इसको ध्यान से देखना, इम्पोर्टेंट चीजें हैं ये सब. ये सब अगर नहीं आएगा तो क्वेश्चन नहीं बनेंगे. Okay, so I hope all the topics are clear to you. Now let's solve one or two some questions of this exercise, or maybe it's from examples. 2x cos x square. Okay, let's move to example. Okay, you have a function. अच्छा, मैंने आपको एक ये दिया है, x minus y is equal to pi. You have to tell me the value of dy by dx. What is dy by dx? Tell me the value of dy by dx. Hardly take 1 minute. 1 minute का क्वेश्चन है. Done.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what's the answer?
1.
1. Okay, rest of you, what's your answer? Rest of you, what's your answer?
Sir.
1, sir.
1. इसको कैसे करते हैं हम? सबका आंसर 1 आ गया, बट इसको देखो कैसे सॉल्व करना है. इफ इस ये हमें फंक्शन लेके आना है. सो y इज x minus pi. Anas, what is the differentiation of a constant function?
0.
0. So this is x minus pi. So x का क्या होगा? x का होगा 1, pi का होगा 0. So this is 1. You have these two functions. Tell me the differentiation of these. हो जाएगा। कैन यू गाइस डू?
Yes, sir. Done, sir.
डन।
Yes, sir.
वेरी गुड। याद क्या हुआ था क्या इसका आंसर?
Sir, your voice is very low.
आई सेड याद किया था क्या इसका आंसर?
Sorry, sir.
ओके, रेस्ट ऑफ यू टेल मी। हो गया आपका?
यस सर।
अनस आपका हुआ?
जी सर।
अली?
Sir.
Okay, Anas, tell me what's your answer? What's your answer for the first one?
टू cos x ब्रैकेट x स्क्वायर प्लस 5।
ये आंसर है आपका?
जी सर।
पक्का? दोबारा देख लो एक बार।
फिर 2 cos x।
2 cos x और 2x cos x स्क्वायर बाय x स्क्वायर प्लस 5। जब आप चेन रूल लगाओगे, इसका डिफरेंशिएशन करोगे, है ना, साइन साइन दिस फंक्शन साइन एंड दिस थीटा, इसका तो cos x आएगा, दैट इज ओवर हियर। बट व्हेन यू यूज चेन रूल एंड यू विल डिफरेंशिएट x स्क्वायर प्लस 4 x square plus 5, then you are going to get 2x, है ना, you're going to get this thing,
यस
2x plus 0. So this will be the correct answer for this. सबका ये है.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And for the second one, you have cos sin x. So what is the differentiation of cos x? देखो ऐसा इस क्वेश्चन में क्या करना है ना, आपको इसको थीटा की तरह एज्यूम करना है. दिस इज थीटा and you know what is the differentiation of cos theta, that is minus sin theta, है ना. So minus sin theta differentiation होता है. So minus sin x, and now this is, ये आपका हो गया cos theta. Now this is inside your function, so you have to use chain rule. And what is the differentiation of sin x? That is cos x. And why I am writing this in the starting? Because you might not get confused by this thing. क्योंकि एग्जाम में कभी कभी हम इसको पूरे को थीटा मान लेते हैं, कभी कभी इस पूरे को थीटा मान के हम क्वेश्चन गलत कर देंगे. दैट्स व्हाई आई एम ऑलवेज टेकिंग दैट पार्ट इन द स्टार्टिंग. दैट्स व्हाई आई टुक 2x इन द स्टार्टिंग. नहीं तो अगर अगर मैं 2x को वहां लिखता, दैट देन there might be confusion that x square plus 5 is getting multiplied with that 2x. ठीक है. सो ये चीज का ध्यान रखना है. जो आप चेन रूल से डिफरेंशिएशन निकाल रहे हो, दैट इज नॉट अ पार्ट ऑफ थीटा, दैट इज अ डिफरेंट पार्ट, इंडिपेंडेंट वन. सो इसका आंसर आएगा cos x माइनस, आप लिख सकते हो माइनस cos x इंटू इंटू साइन ऑफ साइन x. ठीक है. यही है आंसर सबका.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
सर हाउ डू यू गेट
ओके,
माइनस साइन?
हाउ आई गेट माइनस cos
माइनस
x का
साइन।
डिफरेंशिएशन माइनस साइन ना.
यस सर।
अच्छा, एक मिनट, कहाँ चला गया. सी, व्हाट इज द डिफरेंशिएशन ऑफ cos x?
यस साइन माइनस साइन।
माइनस साइन ना. सो
यस
यहाँ पे जब cos x, दिस इज कंप्लीट cos x, देखो दिस इज complete cos x, considering this complete cos x और cos theta, तो cos theta का डिफरेंशिएशन क्या होगा, माइनस साइन थीटा. This is minus sine and this is a theta, minus sine theta. Now your theta is a function, so you have to apply the chain rule, and applying chain rule you have to differentiate this one also. So इसको आप differentiate करोगे तो sin x का differentiation होता है cos x. So that's why मैं cos x को मैंने स्टार्टिंग में इसलिए लाया, so that आपको confusion ना हो. ये sin x and cos x साथ में नहीं होते. This is independent, this is independent. So cos x को मैं स्टार्टिंग में लेके माइनस cos x, sin x. ठीक है.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay, so that's all for today's class, and if you have your doubts please ask me. कुछ डाउट है इसमें अभी तक जितना ही पढ़ा हमने, कंटिन्यूटी, डिफरेंशिएबिलिटी, जितना भी